Considering the current market volatility and the temptation to enter this, before the budget, what are the key do's and don'ts that a trader should keep in mind on the budget day?
Yeah, I would say one thing you definitely need to keep a watch out on the budget day, that you can be right and you can still lose money on the budget day, because the market is going to be extremely volatile and the stops getting triggered would be quite high, because the possibility of the stops getting triggered, because markets will move both ways. So best is that you wait out for the budget, then you'll get some very good moves. Rather, if you are preempting and taking a position and the market moves both ways, the chances or probability of stops getting triggered would be higher, as compared to once the budget is over, the market to a certain extent has digested, maybe 10, 15, 15, 20 minutes post that, you might get some very good trades in the index or maybe in specific stocks. So that would be a more appropriate way of looking at it, until unless you have some option strategies which you plan to implement during the budget day.
Incidentally, if you see, the markets were up yesterday and so was the VIX. Now, a very simple example of that, which you already answered, is that, it's an event-led rise in the VIX. What usually happens is that, a lot of option buyers, especially the ones who come new to the market, will think that it's a big day, it's a big event, which, it might turn out to be. But they would perhaps think of a strategy like a long straddle or a long strangle, thinking either way the market goes, they'll still make money. But that's, the market's actually moved on from that, matured quite a lot. My sincere suggestion would be avoid buying options, from the perspective of the budget. Even if someone wants to do that, they should do it on an intraday basis, or perhaps implement such strategies once the budget is over and the VIX has cooled off. This will be a good opportunity for option sellers to pocket some money. But we don't usually recommend option selling strategies on air, because we all know it's a bit of a risky play, and the ones who've not probably dealt quite fairly in it might end up losing a lot more. So it's not a recommendation to sell options. It's just to say that this high VIX will play fairly in the hands of option sellers. So buyers should avoid buying options from the perspective of the budget. Play it intraday or play it after the event is over. And from a view perspective on the stock and the sectors, we think power, infrastructure, these are the stocks that could perhaps do well. So if someone wants to play, remain in these names.